And I'm so excited to be joined now by one of those guys last night. Not just a guy, the star from last night's action. Yeah, Kirk did his thing. We all saw Jordan Addison fine. But Cam, you picked off Brock Purdy not once, but twice in the fourth quarter. Cam Bynum, welcome to the show and congratulations.
What's going on? Thank you for having me. Good morning.
Cam, how are you feeling right now?
I'm tired. I slept probably, 1 hour last night. I did my best to try to reply to all my childhood friends, everybody I grew up with. I'm still not even halfway through, so I was like, all right, I need to go to bed. But, yeah, I'm tired, but I'm still excited. My TV's on right now, and the highlights are up, and I'm trying not to peek over there, but it's pretty crazy. It's just a blessing to help my team win and to have a big game on a national stage like that.
Well, no need to peek over there. Let's just peek right here and walk me through. Let's go with the last interception. What'd you see? How'd you come up with this play?
Let's see. It was a play that they ran in practice. We ran on practice this week, and I actually intercepted it. A dig and an in-breaking route. That's a main game plan all week, was they're going to try and attack the middle of the field. So both of my interceptions were both plays on the middle of the field, but that one especially was a high ball. And I remember a few weeks ago, Mahomes threw a high ball, and I jumped a little too early, missed my interception opportunity against them. That could have changed the game. So I was like, this one I cannot drop. And I have my celebrations all planned. I was going to go out there and do the worm and try and just clown as much as possible. So I was excited when I got it because I knew it was going to come.
Well, I'm glad you're bringing up the important stuff. And yes, we'll get to Brock because he's a polarizing figure. But what do I need to know about the worm? Like, the worm is back fully? What is the worm back? What do I need to know?
I'm bringing it back, and I'm trying to get a trolley gummy worm deal out of it, something. But I'm trying to bring all the old school dances, just the goofy clown and dances back, because we gotta step up our celebrations in the NFL. People are trying to repeat some stuff. I'm like, that's something we can repeat and make it come back.
Cam, what's next then? What's the next? What did you say? Old school celebrate. Which one?
Yeah, I might do the head spin on my head a few times.
Okay, well, I don't know about that.
We saw the Dolphins hit the stomp the yard celebration. Yeah. So I'm like, I gotta step it up, start breakdancing.
Did you say you're gonna spin on your helmet? Like, I don't think Brian Flores.
Yeah, when you get on top of your head and you start doing little helicopters and windmills, all that.
I don't.
I'm gonna try.
Brian Flores is gonna be like, absolutely not.
You're gonna get injured doing it? No, thank you.
Yeah. Now, what I'm hearing from you, talk me through that interception, both of them really, is that it was more about you being prepared for what was coming and not something about Brock Purdy. Is that correct?
Yeah, I would say more preparation than anything, knowing the situation and knowing what they're going to try to attack, especially that last interception. That's a common route concept. We call it a dagger in the 2-minute drill. So knowing that that's what they're going to go to, and Coach Flo put us in the perfect defense for that, and I was able to be right there in that, right on that hash where the ball goes every time. And I was like, oh, he's really about to throw this. No way. And he threw it. And I was like, oh, thank you.
Yep, thank you. Because a lot of people want to talk about Brock Purdy, and a lot of people want to say he's a top-tier quarterback. And then another half of the world, literally the other 50%, are like, he's a product of what's around him. Where do you come out after last night?
I would say he's a really good quarterback for sure. I can't take anything away from him, but that does not deny the fact that he has Pro Bowlers at every single position on the whole field. So that's just a plus for him. I can't say he's not a good quarterback just because he has great players around him. I think it's a full team thing. And it was a tough game. It was super physical. My body's hurting from it. And that was a tough team we played. So yeah, nothing I can take away from Brock Purdy in his game and the players around him. But we just had to bring our A game.
There's something you took away from him. There's two things you took away from him.
I'll take it. I take a ball twice from him, but still doesn't deny everything that he's done. But yeah, I think for sure he's still a really good quarterback, and he gave us a big challenge this game with their rhythm passing game and just how consistent their offense was able to be for most of the game or parts of the game. But the turnovers were big for us, so we were thankful to get those.
Well, the turnover is sort of like a symbol for what's gone on with this team this season, and I like it. And a lot of people, I'm not going to say myself, I just haven't talked about y'all much. There hasn't been much going on. 1-4 start. A lot of expectations going into this season, of course. Justin Jefferson, he's on an IR, but now it's back-to-back wins. What was the moment, if you were to take a picture for me of the moment that sparked the adjustment, the change, whatever it was that made you guys fuel this run that's going to happen now? What is that?
You might laugh at this, but one of our, Najee Thompson, he became our celebration coordinator. So when I tell you, before the Bears game, we literally cut out part of our meeting to plan celebrations as a team.
I'm a Bears fan. I'm from Chicago, Cam.
And you saw we got the turnovers that week. We got the turnovers this week. And it's really the incentive of us going out there having fun. And so you remember last year we had all the viral little celebrations with the bowling when we were planning everything and we were getting all those turnovers, and we weren't really having that much fun the first games when we were losing because we weren't getting any turnovers. So now we made that a thing. If somebody makes a play, if you're not celebrating, you're getting put on the spot in film. So a few of us got called out for not being super turned up. The coaches put up a cut up of all the plays where people weren't turned up after a play. So we had to fix that. And as soon as we started planning these celebrations, just the heightened awareness for turnovers is just way through the roof. It's like
manifesting. Are you telling me, because you're saying fun, but when I think of fun, I don't exactly pick Brian Flores to be like the chairman of that.
No, he is. That was his thing. He appointed that specific player. You're the goofy guy on the team. You're the one that's always making people laugh. So you got the celebrations, and he'll cut the defensive meeting, and he'll put the video up. Okay, this is what we're doing. This is how we're doing it. So like the limbo that we did yesterday, Coach Flo put that on the screen during our meeting before the game, and it's just those things that really get you to. I'm like, we got to get a turnovers. I want to do the limbo. That's a movie doing that. So all those little things add up to just us being more excited to make plays.
I wonder if it's like part of just manifesting, just assuming the best. Like, oh, I got to be prepared because this is going to happen, and sort of speaking in that affirmative makes it happen.
Right, yeah, for sure. And I just think us knowing that, okay, if we do well, we can have more fun with your brothers. It just makes everything so much more fun and just so much more rewarding when it does happen, because you plan for it and you expect things to happen. So that means your preparation has to be on point if you really want to be able to go have that fun with the celebrations. Is
there a competition between the offense and the defense as it comes to the celebrations? Are y'all against each other or for each other?
We're with each other because all the defensive players try and hit the gritty and try and practice that. And now we'll see what the offense might copy us with. But offense obviously gets more opportunities to celebrate. So we got to steal some stuff from them because they be having some good stuff.
I got to say, you rocked me with the Brian Flores of it all, him being the one that's, I'm thinking you're talking celebrations, you're going to get in trouble talking about celebrations.
Coach Flo.
So peel back the curtain on him a little bit, because we should give him some love this morning with what this defense has looked like.
Yeah, I would say Coach Flo, personally, he's not the, you know how people say Kawhi Leonard is a robot and all, just boring. They joke around, say he's a fun guy, but Coach Flo is a fun guy, and he's be clowning. He roasts people. He's not all super tight. He's business when it's time to be business, but he's a funny dude, and he likes to have fun also. That's his main thing that he preaches to us. None of this matters if we're not having fun. So he's like, as much as I'm serious and tough on you guys, I don't want you guys to ever play tight or act like it's not your defense, because this is our defense. This is your guys' defense, and it's not mine. So you guys better have fun with it. So, yeah, he's obviously a great coach. Everybody knows that. But on top of that, he's just a cool dude overall.
What's the biggest difference he's made on this team?
I would just say the freedom to play. He's really emphasizes that it's your guys' defense. Some stuff he doesn't coach, and some stuff he just gives the older guys really the autonomy to make adjustments and say, I don't care what you guys do. What do you guys want to run here? Or even in training camp when we do like 2-minute drill, he said, okay, he'll give somebody the defense and say, okay, you call this while you guys are in. I want to see how you guys see it. So just having that freedom, knowing that Coach Flo has your back and our defensive staff has our back. If we see something a certain way, we're the guys on the field. So that's the most important. So us playing with that freedom and knowing that, okay, we're just going to play fast. If we make a mistake, somebody else will help cover for you. But just the lack of playing tight and not being nervous to make a mistake is probably the biggest thing that he brings to the table.
We love it, Cam. I'm so happy for you. You're smiley as can be. I just got a couple more questions for you. It came to my attention. I was in traffic. I didn't see the pregame. I didn't see any of it, but we usually have Debo on the show, and he didn't play last night, of course. And my producer, Marissa, is always all over the boombox situation. What is going on with the boombox? So, Marissa, do your thing and ask Cam what you want to ask him.
Where'd this boombox come from? Was this a direct rip from the 49ers? Like, is this some chirping going on?
Let's do it. Tell us the truth.
I don't know what that is. I'm always the last one out of the locker room.
What?
So I didn't even know. This is my first time seeing this video or hearing the speaker, because I'm always the last one out. But
why'd y'all do this?
We've been doing that for a while. I remember since I remember Pat Pete used to be in charge of the speaker and carrying it and telling them to play some of his songs that he likes. But that's something they do every day, and everybody always gets turned up from the speaker, so they had to do it today or yesterday.
Y'all are having fun. There's freedom. You're smiling this morning, but I know your heart's a little heavy. And with what you talked about with a former colleague of mine, Tom Pelissero, last night, I want you to give, obviously, some love to the Philippines. You've got the flag on your helmet. You've got it on your towel. You love to see it. I know you do a lot of great work, and you love to give back to the Philippines. But I also know that, just from yesterday and things that you've tweeted in the past, that there's a bit of a holdup with your lovely wife over there with her visa. Any updates? What's going on? Who can help you?
Really, anybody that works for the U.S. Immigration Office can help expedite the spousal visa, because we've been going through this process now, trying to get a tourist visa last year, even until really a few weeks ago, she got denied again, just to get her here temporarily for the games while we wait for the spouse visa to get accepted. But it's just a long process, and unfortunately, we had a letter from the president of the Philippines and everything, asking to be granted, but the immigration office didn't really let it in and said, sorry, we can't honor this right now. And so we've been, having trouble. It's been 2 seasons now. She hasn't been able to come to a game and still hasn't been to the States yet, because we're still waiting for that visa. So, if anybody can help, or any connections in the U.S. Immigration Office and the Senator office, anywhere that can help get her I-130 spousal visa expedited, I'd greatly appreciate it. And it would mean the world to me, because it's, not gonna lie, it's tough having my wife in a whole different country watching the games starting at 2 a.m. for her, and having to stay up, and just the whole thing of having to go through that. I obviously know what I was getting myself into with the whole international thing, and it's gonna be worth it one day, but the quicker it can happen, the more grateful I'll be, for sure.
True love overcomes all. It's a beautiful sentiment, of course, and I kind of like the idea of her at 2 a.m. standing on her couch, getting to watch you get 2 interceptions off of the golden boy, Brock Purdy, and this Niners team. So I'm sure all of the Philippines was on their couches rooting for you, as we were, of course, last night. It was a brilliant night, a perfect night. Only could be made perfect by, of course, your wife being there. And we're, of course, wishing you the best on that, Cam. And
thank you so much.
Go kick ass this season, because y'all the worst is behind you. Let's go.
Exactly. We went through our gauntlet, and now it's obviously you can't take any team light. But when you look at the schedule, it's the first half of it. We look back and we're like, okay, they played in the NFC Championship, Super Bowl. Like, okay, this has been a tough schedule, but it's been fun being able to compete with the best. So
the question is Kirk the guy? That's going to be everybody's question. Is Kirk the guy?
I think he's been the guy, but we got to support him. The whole team has to do their job, not just rely on Kirk for everything. Defense has the ball, offense has the ball, special teams has the ball, and we'll make something happen.
And now everybody's watching for those celebrations. Keep it coming, keep the turnovers coming. They'll just come to you now that you're manifesting them. Cam Bynum, thank you so much. Have a great night. Have a great rest of your day. Hopefully you're going to get a nap, and I know you didn't sleep like an hour.
I'm about to
Go enjoy that.